Welcome back, guys. Today we're talking about biological clocks. Tick, tick, tock. Time is ticking. Should we wait? Should you have them early? Should you have them when you want to? Should you adopt or should you not have them at all? Let's see what we got to say. Tammy, Heather, what do we think? Should you wait to have kids? Is it a plus to have them at a young age? Am I going to regret having them at 40? I mean, what are we thinking? I just don't really know. I feel that, my opinion, since I don't have any, I'll start first since both of you guys have kids. I just feel that you should have them when you're ready. I feel that when I was young, I was having fun. I was young, dumb, and crazy, not in a committed relationship. Due to me being in foster care, family is really big to me. I really wanted my child to have the mother and the father and the stability and the home and the little dog. Well, really not the dog because I probably would be afraid of the dog. Yeah. Maybe a cute little fake dog, you know. But I feel like I'm ready now. I feel like I've done it all, and I'm just ready to I'm ready for that new chapter in my life. Do you regret having kids at an early age?
No, I mean, I had my first child when I was 19, and I probably would have, but I had a mom that pretty much, I didn't miss a beat. I know a lot of teen moms, can't go out or can't finish college. Yeah. And, I had my family there, so I didn't miss, not one beat. I went everywhere. I traveled. I did everything that I always wanted to do. And so I had another one.
Oh, shit. I thought it was mama and daddy.
It worked out so good.
It worked out good. Tell me how.
Exactly. Now, if I probably didn't have the support system with my mom, I'm sure I would have stopped at that one. I thank God for her, and I thank God for my kids. And now, at one point, I thought at this age that I did want another baby, but I don't want to start over. I feel like I'm too old. Like, my youngest one, she wears me down. She gets away with murder because I'm tired now.
And see, Heather, one good thing about it, you shouldn't have another because we have mine coming. So I need you. So you really shouldn't.
Yeah. Think about that.
So, Tim, what do you think? You think young, old? How old were you when you had your first?
I was 28 when I had my first child.
Okay, so you're a little older than Heather at the time. So
I liked our age range because now we're still friends and we can hang out. So it's still, I'm old, but I'm still young enough to be out with my kids. And, I don't think it's an age, though, that a certain age that anyone has to have a child. I think it just what works for you in your life. At the time, I was in a relationship. That's what worked for us, and that's what we did.
That is true.
And we had one, then we had another, and then we had another.
Wow, so both of y'all had three. Am I too old to try and have
one
three
baby
now?
Daddy.
Yes.
Oh, it's over for you.
So I'm just be happy with trying to have
Maybe
the one.
Unless she has
twins.
one pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
And twins.
Yeah.
What about triplets?
What about quintuplets?
Quintuplets.
Count
Wow.
me
6. Okay.
out.
I know, right? Everyone gets to have a baby.
But I see what you're saying, Tammy. Like, me and Lyric, we're friends. I
Right.
call and tell her everything.
I like that.
So, I like that about our relationship. Like this.
And you know what? That's one thing where I come in, I disagree with. I don't like being friends with the daughter. And I know, you guys will be because you grew up with them. But I just feel, I guess I'm old school with not having any. My mom was like, you ain't no friend. Sit your butt down. You don't think with you being friends with her, sometimes she doesn't take you serious?
Well, at this age, when she was growing up, I wasn't her friend. I was her mom. I would beat her. I would punish her. But now she's 19, which she's my friend. And even me and my mom didn't have me young. Now we're friends. I can tell her anything. Yeah. And so she didn't play with me. I think with any parent-child relationship, the older you get, you become friends.
My mom had me at 18, and she was always my friend, and I always respected her and listened to her. So I just think it's, I think it's for everybody's different. It just depends.
Well, I'm looking forward to being friends with my daughter and turning up in the club.
She gonna have to push you in the wheelchair.
Right.
She gonna push me in the wheelchair. She gonna have to push me at 5-inch pagals or so cage.
Well, either way, you're getting pushed.
Right.
With a walker.
Lord, but I do agree with you. It's just really interesting how I feel society has really switched it to where people are having kids now at 40 and older, 40 and above now. Back then we were having kids younger. And society will be like, oh, you need a child now. It's time to have a baby. No, I'm having a baby when I'm ready to have a baby.
And women are having babies when it works for them. If they're single and they decide they want a baby, they're doing that, as they should. You shouldn't have to wait if you really want to have a baby and you're not in a relationship and you don't want to miss having a child. So
Do you feel you should be married or in a relationship if you have a baby?
I don't think so. I think it's just
think so?
I don't think so.
I feel like
It would be ideal.
That's ideal, but then again, it's hard to raise kids by yourself.
Right. But I think the
So-
people that make those decisions, like a Sandra Bullock or somebody like that, they are also financially able to take care of them. So I think more than anything, you should be financially able to take care of your child if you have one.
And I do agree with that. So there you have it, you guys. What's your opinion? Email me, tweet me, Instagram me. Let us know how you feel about should you wait? Should you have them young? Should you have them when you're financially stable? I'm not financially stable, but I'm ready. I'm ready to have one, and I'm accepting any donations. iFund Marlo. What's the name of it?
GoFundMe.
GoFund. I'm talking about iFund Marlo. GoFund Marlo. Because my baby needs Chanel, Tory Burch, Gucci, everything. And we're going to cheers to have a baby at any age, as long as you're ready for it, you love them. And that's all that matters when you're ready. Cheers to having babies. Girl Talk today was just crazy, fun, and very interesting. So right now, to add on to it, I have one of my favorite bloggers, Talking with Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Welcome to Marlo's Closet, baby.
Hey, how are you?
Fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. You know, how could I not have you here?
Oh, that's
Okay, I met you, in Atlanta at least, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
6 years ago.
about 6. Mhm.
Take me down memory lane. When did we first meet?
Well, I remember when I first met you, it was at a taping of the Atlanta Housewives.
Okay.
And you walked into a park. You walked in the park with Charles Grant, the football
Oh,
player.
that was.
And you was in head to toe Gucci. You know I'm a fashion beauty lifestyle blogger, and I peeped you out right away out the crowd, and I was like, she's Mike. I said, she must be one of the new characters on the show. And I walked right over to you and introduced myself, and I said, can I get a photo of you? I took that photo of you and that black and green
Gucci runway dress. I
Gucci
remember
runway,
that.
right, straight off the runway, by the way.
It was.
And
I remember that.
that picture in my recap went viral.
Wow.
I'll never forget it. My site crashed like 3-4 times, and everybody stole my pictures.
Give us back
They
Talking with
wanted-
Tammy
I know,
pictures.
and they wanted to know more about you, and you are still fabulous.
And they definitely went looking for more, didn't they? I was like, you guys can have it. That's why I'm here. Nothing to hide. So, Tammy, tell me, though, being a blogger, what are the pros and cons? Like, have you always wanted to be a blogger? How did you get into blogging?
I fell into blogging. When I first moved here to Atlanta
Okay.
in 2005, my husband owns a trucking company. And
Okay.
so he bid on a contract and we moved to Atlanta. And I was a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. So my son was starting kindergarten and I was ready to, go back in the workforce. I
Okay.
could not find a job as a 35-year-old woman. So I created my own job. So I went back to school again. I have a degree in business.
Wow.
I
that's
went
good.
back to school
Congrats.
again and learned TV production and started Talking with Tammy, a talk show.
So, you
So
just started this from sitting home, Tammy.
I don't know. Something about moving here to Atlanta motivates you because it's a lot of
It does.
entrepreneurs here. And so I took a couple of television production classes and I interned at a couple of TV networks and I started Talking with Tammy with $75. So then, yes.
Wow,
So
that's
then 2 years
awesome.
later, the blogging came around, and I was like, wait, I could put everything online and it's cheaper because I was producing my talk show for like $10,000 a month. And I was like, wait a minute, I can put, and it's free? Hold on.
Like, let me get into
I was
doing
like,
this.
yeah.
Wait a
so
second.
I said restructured everything and I launched TalkingWithTammy.com and it blew up. Now, mind you, when I launched Talking with Tammy, the Atlanta Housewives just started.
Oh, wow. So
So
that was
it was-
perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
That was the
I was
plan.
going to all the parties, invited to all the stuff, red carpets, and I was getting 80,000 hits a day.
Wow,
And
Tammy,
so
that's
it
amazing.
just blew up from there. And now I was kind of I've been grandfathered
Fathered
in.
in.
It's one of like the original bloggers as far as the African American is concerned.
It definitely is. I mean, you're even larger than that. I see you in New York. I see you in Paris. I
Yeah.
mean, you've
I've
really
been
expanded.
a lot of places with the grace of God. I'm not local here in Atlanta. I just got back from Los Angeles
Wow, that's awesome.
last week. I've been able to do a lot of things.
So what would you have to say to the young viewers who are watching, who wants to inspire you to be a blogger? What are like the pros or cons or something just to encourage them to where how you just sat home and your reality came to your dream or just came to reality? So what would you tell them that's looking at her today and it's like, hey, I want to be a blogger. How can I be the next Talking with Tammy?
First, you have to know what you want to do with yourself. If you're looking for the quick money, do something else. It took me at least 8 years to get a check. But I
Wow.
was dedicated. I was loyal.
You're dedicated
I loved
to
it. And I just kept going. And I'm going to say about 3 years ago, I started seeing like $1,000 checks, $2,000, $10,000 checks. I work with a lot of fashion brands and campaigns that pay $5,000 for just one look. So but that didn't come easy. I had to pay my dues, and so many young people want something instant. It's called microwave society now, and you have to pay your dues. I've been at it almost 10 years, and so it took to 8 years for me to start seeing checks to be paid to host events and things like that. And you have to put in the work, and a lot of people don't want to do that. But for those that want to still be a blogger, have something to say, important, have a voice, be consistent. So many people start a blog and they fall off within 3 months. I'm at 1.5 million readers a month. I have a nice following, but I know my market, I know my demographics. I am a woman over 40. So my demographics,
a fabulous woman over 40.
Thank you. So I know my demographics is women over 40, but I have to remember those women mostly are are working. They don't have time to be online. So I blog at certain times of the day. You have to know your readers and your followers.
You have to know, and that's important.
So you have to learn that first. Learn you. Be comfortable in what you like.
Now, earlier today, Heather and Tammy, my other friend Tammy, I have two Tammys today. We talked about the biological clock. You know, having kids versus having them late, having them early. What are your views on that? Do you feel you should have them early, you should have them later? Because, I'm 39, about to be 40. And, I'm like, hey, it's time for a little baby over here. Need something in the oven.
You look great, by the way.
Well, thank you.
First of all, I ain't want kids.
You had one kid, so you have two. That's two kids later.
I fell in love, and things happen. I waited later in life because I had a career. I went to college, then I opened up a business in Cleveland, and I ran that for 10 years. I was there 12-hour days. I didn't have time to be a mom. But then I got married, and my husband was looking at me crazy. I'm like, what? I got pregnant with my first daughter, Duty, at 29.
Duty is so cute. She's
and
precious.
then I had my son at 31, and they kicking my butt now because they teenagers. Sometimes I wish I would have had them younger. But it just all depends on what you're trying to do with yourself. I had a business plan laid out, what I wanted to do. I never thought about kids until later in life. And then I thought, maybe I will have kids. But I had nephews. So that was my birth control. I have plenty of those also. I raised them, so I didn't want kids.
Exactly. It's like, oh my God, no, this isn't what I want to do. I have 14 nieces and nephews. And I love them all dearly, but they do make me to where it's like, oh, I love you, but maybe I'll wait. But
it just depends on the woman, the relationship you have with your significant other, and that all plays a factor. But for me, it didn't work when I was younger. But now, it's great.
So, Tammy, what would you tell me in the next 5 years? What do you see talking with Tammy? What's next for you?
Marlo, I have something great, and I haven't really told anyone about it.
Okay.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but in the blogging world, there is not a lot of representation for women of color. I've been trying to seek representation for me. Did you know, like, the Caucasian bloggers have agents and things like that? They don't touch. I have a girlfriend who's a Caucasian blogger. She's like one of the top bloggers in the country. She makes like $2.5 million a year. And that's because she has an agent.
Wait a minute. I need to start blogging. Hold on. I need to bleach my skin to stop blogging.
But for African Americans, it's very hard for us to get those coins. So I think after I'm done, whenever I feel like I'm going to retire from blogging, I want to represent up-and-coming bloggers. I at least want to have 5 under my umbrella and represent them because I work with over 5,000 brands now. And so that's why you don't see me go in like I used to. I've calmed down a lot. Because now I have contracts.
Exactly. More professional people
I have brands I work with, Coca-Cola, Lincoln, and I can't be acting crazy. Like, people like, you changed. I say, yes, but when you start getting them checks.
It's a check and it's a business, and you should.
So, but I think I would like to go in that arena.
And change, and also, Tammy, when you just said an important word, change. Nothing's wrong with change. Change is an awesome thing. I tell people all the time, don't forget Cleveland, the Cleveland girl, Tammy, but change is nothing wrong with change. You can twerk and drop it, but it's business, and it's growth is a beautiful thing. And like you said, this Caucasian blogger, 2.5 million, I would change also. I feel there's nothing wrong with change.
you and I gravitated towards you when I first met you because we come from similar backgrounds. I've had a lot of people really close to me in my family that's been incarcerated. I went through a lot of adversity. I was homeless for 2 years while my mom was incarcerated. And I just loved you from the first time I met you.
Oh, well,
So
thank you.
I just wanted to tell you that. So
Oh, thank you so much.
that's why I love you, and I wish you so much success.
Well, thank you so much, and I love you too. And don't even though I know sometimes it hurts or you feel teary-eyed from things, embrace our past. Everything bad that has happened in my past, I'm not ashamed of. And I feel it makes me who I am. And when I first came on the scene onto Real Housewives of Atlanta, I was like, oh my God, people are going to know my past and they're going to know my skeletons. But it's okay. It made me stronger. And I just feel with me sharing my story, it's someone else that can relate to my story. And it makes me strive for greatness. And even sitting here with you, you even motivate me. So long as we can just stick together, motivate and stay focused, that's all that matters. Okay, you're doing a beautiful job. So there you have it, you guys. Talking with Tammy. Love yourself. If you're interested in being a blogger, if you're interested in anything with social media, with blogging, stay dedicated to it. The key is, Tammy told you, don't give up. Nope. Everything is not going to always be a smooth road. You're going to have some bumps, but them bumps are what's going to make you stronger. So just stay focused. Embrace your past. Stay focused. Love you. If you haven't had a baby yet and you're over 40, have a baby. Go out there and get you a baby. Don't worry about what society says. Until next time, love you. As always, you guys know I'm not leaving you without a style tip. A third piece. I literally just have on a cream cami. You can do a tank top. You can do a crop top if your stomach allows it. Put on this fabulous embellished third piece. It doesn't have to be embellished, but it just has to be a third piece. It can be fabulous. It can be simple. I have a belt to insinuate my waist. Ta-da! Fabulous. Fabulous, darling. A third piece. Anytime you get dressed, please have a third piece. I don't care if it's hot or cold. When you walk in a building, it will be cold. So take a third piece. It makes a major difference. Love you guys until next time.